Alrighty, welcome back to another video. Now, today I'm going to be discussing the F-104c specifically, because that's the only one I really wanted to play in this video. Now, the F-104, sorry, has been in the game for I think almost 2 years now, from update Starfires, and within that 2 year span, it's happened. The story in game is pretty much what happened IRL. The weapon system on the F-104 just became obsolete real quickly, and now it's lost at 10.0. Really good energy, or I don't know I don't think energy is the right word there. Really good top end speed, but it's stuck with aim 9Bs, no countermeasures, and its best countermeasure, or at least alert for a countermeasure, is its RWR. I don't think it should still be at 10. I think 9.7 would be the wherever it plays better. At 9.7 you've got things like the Lightning, both MiG-19s, and I would easily put this on par. The MiG-19S, sure that it finds or has trouble breaking the sound barrier, but yeah. So anyway, getting into the video, I'm trying to find a target to kill because I'd played like one game before this and it actually terribly failed. I go to try and light this F-104, but it's already too late for him, so head on with this F-4C, and all of my bullets connect and none of his do. And that's really the only thing this plane's got for it, is that Vulcan. F-5C tries slipping onto the back of me, but F-5C is my favorite plane, and I know for a fact, as long as the guy in front of you keeps rolling and turning, those guns are literally the biggest pain to aim. And it looks like to me it works for the majority of it. I think here he gets a lucky hit. I'm not going to call that lucky, I'm just going to call it a hit actually. I try to pull up with him. I know that I'm not going to be able to turn fight him. Try and go off a few, but he turns just in time. And I'm missiled by a A5C. And I'm not going to complain, I wasn't looking, but even if I had countermeasures and was looking, it's a magic. It's not going to do anything, and because I don't have countermeasures, I couldn't do much against it anyway. So yeah, there's that. And that's the end of the first game. Alrighty, moving on to the next game. I'm not entirely sure what Gaijin plans to do, because I'm not entirely sure, so I'm not going to go quoting anything. But I'm not entirely sure that there were any more American F-104s after the C. I know there were the Japanese ones, the German ones, the Chinese, all the like F-104Gs, the F-104J, F-104S that Italy gets. Those ones all have like their reasons for being at their BRs, right? Sorry, I'm going back to that whole chat. So, you know, the F-104J gets, I'm pretty sure it's 4 AIM-9Ps, which is just export AIM-9Js. The German G and I think the Chinese G also get AIM-9Js. The F-104S, I think the first one gets AIM-7Es and AIM-9Js, but I think the AIM-7Es are at the cost of its guns, so I'm a bit iffy at that one. And the ASA gets, I'm pretty sure, AIM-9Ls and the aspired missiles. So yeah, those deserve their BRs because they've got missiles and performance to kind of match it, because the ASA also has flares. And I think its radar does not post Doppler, but it's similar to the F4Es where its gun, or its radar, can filter out a lot of ground clutter. Alright, so if we look at the gameplay again, if you've probably noticed in the background, I was really dumb before, and while trying to figure out, or like pressing U to track my missile, I just kind of didn't do that and clicked I, so my engine was dead for a bit there, and I'm being chased by a MiG-21. I think it's the German MiG-21. I'm currently like recording my voice while looking at a small Premiere Pro screen, so that's kind of my fault. I should probably learn how to edit better, but it's fine, it'll do me for now. But I figured out I'm easily going to outrun him here. I actually don't even know why, because I was pretty slow back there, and it seemed like he had all the energy retention he probably needed for that, so I have no clue what's going on there. But I noticed because he's slow, I'm going to decide to give him a little chase. I'll go up, build some of my potential energy, and then come right back down to him. But Gaijin's like, guess what? He no longer exists. But luckily for me, and I got my new monitor, so I know exactly where he is. I can see him perfectly on my screen, just without the whole entire name tag and everything on top of it. Now, I thought he was still slow, but I'm only just managing to keep up with him and only slowly catching up to him. So here I am thinking, do I bother going back? I don't have any uh, missiles, but I have plenty of guns, and I have a fair amount of fuel I can use to this, so I decide to give chase. I'm also thinking off to the right there is an F-104c. Do I like go for him? I thought about it for a few seconds. I hear him coming in, so I decide to turn into him. Kind of like keep my speed up a little bit here. I don't want to fight the A5. He's got no missiles, but if he decides that he wants to turn fight me, well, he's easily got me there, because obviously the F-104 is not a starfighter, it's a bomber interceptor. Well, that's kind of what it's more of it's an interceptor, but we all know the Tu-95 and the supersonic Soviet bombers, that's probably what the real fear there was. So I'll probably skip forward a little bit here. So I noticed that my fellow A10 has been marked with the Avenger wager award, or whatever it's called. I can't actually remember what they're called. But anyway, he takes out what I believe is the A5, yep. And I believe, because I want to, and because I feel like the A10 could be outclassed here, I go in to help him. Now it's a MiG-21, I go in for a short burst there, and nothing connects. Now I decide to extend here because, well, I'm not going to house MiG-21, freaking turn fight MiG-21 at all. A10 takes another very, I forgot what the word there was for it, but he takes a very ambitious, there you go, a very ambitious AIM-9L shot, and obviously it misses, but hey, it's fine. AIM-9Ls, they kind of do some whack stuff, so I don't, you know, blame that guy for doing what he's trying to do. Try and follow this MiG-21 again. Now I feel like this is the same guy as before. I spot the A5C, and I feel like maybe I can lure him into a head-on with me. I can get lucky maybe. Try a few shots at him, and he don't think he realizes I'm behind him. So I just kind of slip in behind him, trying not to black out here. Into this turn, he flares a little bit. I don't know why he decided to fly in a straight line, but I fire off a few more bursts, get a nice crit, and he is now on fire. And I don't think he's ever going to come out of that. Don't bother firing again. He's going to spam all his rockets, go into a flat spin, and he is now gone as my second kill for the game. And I'll probably skip forward here to the third game in a second. Just going to show you the kill because I can. But pretty much, the problem with a lot of the games I recorded was that it was either I survived and got one kill during the entire match, or it was I died straight off the bat. This match, I believe it ends with me landing, coming back off, being chased by the planes, and then only winning because I was able to strafe a few targets because their tickets were lower than ours, so I just put two and two together and actually used my monkey brain. Unfortunately, right, the game, or the third game I had for this video, which I had 2 kills in, just didn't record. And because it's the F-104, I really just can't be bothered at all re-recording that. So yeah, you are the end screen. Sorry for the shoddy editing again. It's a lot of this stuff is just rushed, but yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and go watch some of my other videos.